So we are going to see the stability of DNA of the species or the restoring the normal number of chromosomes in progeny. So each offspring will get the same number of chromosome from the parent. How is it possible? We are going to see that. So human beings, they have 46 chromosomes. 46 chromosomes. Out of that, it is, we can say it is 23 pairs of chromosomes. So 23 pairs. Out of that, 22 chromosomes are body chromosomes. 22 chromosomes are body chromosomes. They are called autosomes. 20 22 pairs of chromosomes are autosomes. Only one pair, it will be sex chromosome. So if you take the father and mother, they have a 22 pairs of autosomes. 22 pairs autosomes plus father's sex chromosome, it is X and Y. So XY, 22 pairs of autosomes plus XY. Mother means 22 pairs of autosomes plus X. X. The sex chromosome, it is sex chromosome pair, it is XX. So we can differentiate the color. X, Y, X, X, X. So during gamete formation, during gametes are formed during gamete formation, there is a reduction division. So it is producing, father is producing two gametes, that is 22 plus X and 22 plus Y. So when the gamete is formed, there is a reduction division or meiosis. So half of the chromosome is received by the gamete. Gamete is receiving half of the chromosome. So out of 22 pairs of autosomes, only 22 autosomes coming to the gamete and only one sex chromosome, it is X, the gamete is receiving. The another gamete is receiving 22 autosomes and Y, one Y chromosome. So this is the gametes. Gametes, it is sperm, male gamete, it is sperm, we can say. So mother, from mother, 22 pairs of autosomes. So the gametes are receiving 22 autosomes plus X, X chromosome, sex chromosome, only X it is receiving. And one more gamete it has. This also has 22 plus X chromosomes. Both the gametes are similar. So when they, so during sexual reproduction, the gamete, male gamete and female gamete, they join to form a producer offspring. So then it is 22 autosomes, 22 autosomes. It will become 22 pairs of autosomes. 22 pairs plus X from father and X from mother. So this is the way you are getting the individuals, offsprings or individuals. And this X from father fertilizing the gamete from mother. it is producing 22 plus x x. This is also a daughter. The same way here. When father is contributing y, 22 pairs, actually it is becoming a pair here. So here also 22 pair. 22 pair plus x and y. So another chance it is 22 pair plus x y. So this is the way when there is a fusion of male gamete and female gamete, there will be restoring of chromosomes, it takes place. So each offspring will get 22 pairs of chromosomes, autosomes, and one pair of sex chromosomes. Totally it is 23 pairs. So the offspring will get 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs of chromosomes together, 22, 23 pairs of chromosomes together, it is 46 chromosomes. 46 chromosomes. So the stability of a DNA copy is maintained. The offspring will get one DNA copy from mother and one DNA copy from father. So both the copies are present. So the stability of DNA copies are maintained. The restoring number of chromosomes. So each offspring able to get the same number of chromosomes, that is 23 pairs of chromosomes or 46 chromosomes are there in offsprings. So the continuity of the same number of chromosomes, it takes place here. So we are going to see about how do traits expressed. The characteristic feature of a plant or animal is expressed. How is it expressed? How proteins control the trait. How protein is able to control the expression of trait. So that is what we are going to see. So basic knowledge it is DNA is a source of information. DNA is a source of information to build proteins. But the gene, DNA has gene. Our functional unit of DNA is gene. Gene has instructions to build specific protein. Gene has instructions, set of instructions to build a specific protein. So protein means it is enzyme. Enzyme is also a protein. Suppose the enzyme which is responsible for growth, growth hormone. If the enzyme protein which is responsible for growth hormone is efficient, it is efficient enough, it is able to produce more hormones, more growth hormones. So if enzyme protein is very efficient, it is able to produce more growth hormone, that is making the plant taller. So the plant is growing taller. But if the enzyme protein is less active, if the enzyme protein is less active, this information actually it is in the gene. So gene has instructions how effective the enzyme it should be or the less active enzyme it should be. So that is able to, if the enzyme protein is less active, it is producing less growth hormones. So less growth hormone, it leads to shorter plants. So the plant is able to grow short. So this is the way The information in the instruction or information in the gene is able to control the growth of the plant, growth of the plant or the tallness, trait. So, trait is controlled by the information it is in the gene. So, gene has instructions or informations to control the trait. Whether the plant is tall or short, it will be controlled by the gene. So if the protein changes, there is alteration in the protein, enzyme protein, it will produce very less efficient, it will be very less efficient. It produces less growth hormone, so that leads to shorter plant. So this is the way the traits of a plant is expressed, or the protein is able to control the trait. So because the gene has alteration in the proteins, instructions for building a protein, but there is alteration in the building protein. There will be efficient protein, efficient enzyme, or less active enzyme, or less efficient enzyme. So that leads to control the trait. That helps to control the trait, whether the plant is taller or shorter.